All right, welcome to our onboarding call for September. I'm so excited for this call. It's been a minute since I ran one of these, and Annie actually was like, "I've not ran one of these," and I'm like, "It's been forever since I've ran one," and so we're excited to just share some things with you guys. If you are brand new, welcome. We're so excited you're here. You've literally joined the most incredible space, mission, culture, vibe, support system. Like I could just go on and on. I hope that you feel super excited to be here because we're super excited that you're here. If you're kind of recommitting to your business, we're excited you're doing that too. I think that we can all relate, any of us who've been here, we recommit to our business multiple times. Like we're always recommitting because life happens and things happen and we're always recommitting. So if you're that person and you're like, I just need a fresh start, or I just need to, I'm still letting people in. I want a fresh start, or I want to set, like, I just want to recommit to relaunch, whatever it is. Like maybe you didn't launch. So here you go. This is perfect. Dig in. There's so many new advocates. We enrolled 77 new advocates last month, and we've already enrolled at least like 10, I think, this month, or 7 to 10, I think it was. And so how exciting that we are growing rapidly and that we continue to welcome new people each day. So we're so excited you're here. Now I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. So make sure that you can see that. And then I'm going to try to present this. Okay, we good? We good? We
Yes.
good? Okay, awesome. So this is such an exciting time in your business. It's new, it's fun, it's you're maybe diving into this because you want to earn an income. You're maybe diving into this because you tried the products and you're so pumped because you're seeing a huge significant difference. Whatever it is, you're here because you want to be a part of something really amazing. And so whatever it is, this is the time to launch your business. This is the time to really plug in and dig in with us and know that we're all here to support you, and we all started in the exact same way. So Annie Reed and I are myself. I'm Tabitha Sampson. I'll have Annie can introduce herself when she comes in. But I've been an advocate a little over a year, and we've just grown so rapidly, and we're so excited to just continue to support our team in the growth that we're experiencing. Okay, so first things first, we kind of want to just touch base with just like, this is just kind of easy stuff. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it's really crucial and important as you get started. We want you to feel supported. We want you to have the resources and the tools. I cannot imagine if anyone said that if they were new and they said that they couldn't get started because they didn't have the tools or the support or the resources, that would not happen because we have so much support and resources here. It's all here for you to run, to soar, to learn. So here are the Facebook kind of informational sources for you. So you want to be in Rise Nation in that Facebook group. That group is where you're going to see recorded calls. You're going to see any kind of updates. You're going to see any events we have maybe going on, maybe any recognition. There's so many things. So for sure that one, if you need help getting into any of these, just ask your upline. So there's that one, the Green Compass team, our messenger thread. So it's the non-tox messenger thread. So that's our big one, but your advocate will maybe likely have a smaller one for just their personally sponsored teams. Okay, so you'll likely be in a couple messenger threads just because it's kind of good to do that, because depending on where you are, we can support you in that way. And then the Team Clique Facebook group, that's my upline's Facebook group, and that's where she will have sometimes lives in there, different things. And then the Green Compass Advocate Circle, that's the corporate page that every single Green Compass advocate is in. And we really want you in there because they do different trainings in there. That's where they're going to share updates and call schedules and things, because they run pretty much weekly. They run something based on whatever our team needs or whatever opportunity, even sometimes like an onboarding call, kind of like this, but a little bit different, but similar. These are just ways for you guys to have the support that you need. So there's all of those things. We don't want you to ever feel overwhelmed. So we feel like this is a really great place to start. And as we grow, sometimes there might be other things that we add you to, or other things if there's something specific, like we're helping you reach team leader, which is the first rank in your business. We might add you to something like that. But this is just to kind of get started. Okay, so the first steps, the team call schedule, you want to put your, you want to kind of, now there's tons of calls. I'm just going to be honest. There's so many things that you could be on, but we know that life happens and there's no expectation for you to be on every single call that is available to you, because we're humans and we're one person and we can't do all the things. But we do encourage you to get on, I would say a call a week. That would be, I think, realistic, and that would be something that you can do to achieve. Most calls are 30 to 40 minutes. And so we would love for you guys to kind of just put that into your mindset of like, okay, if I want to build my business and I want to plug into this and I want to learn,
Look at the A from that. It
um,
went from like a bullhorn.
then that way you can like kind of pencil that in. So in the Rise Nation group, there is a calendar of team calls that we have scheduled for this month. So plug those into your calendar. And then Green Compass, if you're new, we can share this with you, but Green Compass always sends out a newsletter every single month. You might not have gotten it if you're brand new, but they send out a newsletter that has all the call schedules. And then you can find those also in those Facebook groups that I mentioned, but plug those into your calendar so you kind of know, okay, this is the night that I'm going to get on this call, and pick the calls according to what you feel like you need in your business or in your growth. And we always remind in the threads too. So we'll remind you. Okay, download the boards app. So your upline should have sent you like the boards information. There's one specific board to join, but there are two boards that you can join that like my uplines, like my bigger uplines have made. And then my closer uplines, the closer to me, that doesn't make any sense maybe, but anyway, they've made. And so there's different things that they put in there. Now, if you were not familiar with boards, I wasn't. I never used it prior to Green Compass, but it's basically just an app that gives you the ability to store all of the resources that you could ever really want or need, like graphics for stories, information if you wanted stuff on a product and you wanted ingredients, or you wanted to share testimonials. There are all of those things in there so that we're not recreating the wheel. We don't want you guys to come into this and feel like, okay, I've got to do all these things. We know that nobody has time. Not everyone has time to create graphics, and we want you to feel like these things are already in place and made for you so that you can easily just plug it in, put it out there for your audience and your people, and share it. There's also recorded calls in there too, which are really helpful if you're looking for a specific call on maybe like the new mushroom line, or maybe like a CBD 101 call that you want to learn more about CBD, or you want one of your prospects or a family member or a friend or somebody to learn more about this. There are those in there, but always reach out to your upline too if you're like kind of struggling to navigate that. But it's really pretty seamless and simple. You want to turn on your email notifications. Now, when I first enrolled over a year ago, I had the ability to do that in my back office. Now, as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I know, that's still not like, is that easy to do in your back office? Okay, so what I think you still have to email. I might be wrong, but I had to email. I've had to have my new advocates email saying that they want to opt into the email notifications. Now, you can see that the support email is at the bottom of the screen. So all you'll have to do is just email them and say, hey, I'm a new advocate, or hey, I'm an advocate and I never got into the email. I never turned on my email notifications, and I want to do that. You want to turn these on because anytime someone purchases from you or you enroll a new advocate, you want to see the email come through so that you know that it went to you, right? That's the whole purpose. And so we want to make sure that you can track it that way. And emails come through almost instantaneously after someone purchases, which is really slick and awesome, because then you just know as soon as someone purchases and they say, okay, I ordered, then you check your email and you can confirm that on your end. That's really an important step. And then you want to set up your direct deposit, which now I'm drawing a blank on, since it's been so long ago since I did that. Um, I'm like, how does that work? I thought that you set that up through the email that they send you.
When you log into your back office, it will prompt you if you don't have it already.
Okay,
Okay.
good. Thank you. Thank you for that, because they've changed some things since I enrolled, and now I was like, okay, to set up direct deposit, I'm like, okay, so thank you. It's pretty self-explanatory, but yeah, when you log in, you can, I think, go to like a certain part of your dashboard or your account or whatever to put that in so that you're paid. And then we're paid weekly. Your upline can talk to you about the pay, how we're paid. And then the friend share link. So you definitely want to save this in your notes. So this is the link. When you log into your back office, that very front screen, when you log in, you're going to see you're going to see a link that is there for you. And that's your friends share link. And you can easily copy it. There's literally a copy button next to it. Copy that, paste that in your link, in your notes. And then you always have that, because this link is going to give your customer $10 off, but it's also going to give you $10 in bonus credit, whatever you want to call it. That's like free money that you're going to get in your back office. And this adds up, and every person that you basically get started as a customer, they get 10 off, but you get the 10 points, which transfers to $10 in your back office so you can use for your product. So you'll definitely want to share that, have that handy so that you can easily share that with people as you talk to people that are wanting to try the products. And then there's the phone number too. I always save that. I just save it in my phone as Green Compass support, because you'll likely need to call. Just sometimes things happen, whether you have a client that maybe had something, or you have an advocate that you enrolled and you have a question or whatever, but they're really great to email too. You can always email them. Okay, so okay, Annie, is this you or is this me still? It's me. Okay, good. All right, this is the last one, and then I'll pass it over to Annie. So, okay, so how to share a cart. So this one is really simple, but you kind of have to do, it's one of those things like you'll have to do it a couple times to kind of get your feet wet with it. And then we can help you as well. But it's so easy. You go to your back office, and you can go, once you're logged in, like I told you, there was that screen, right? Well, there's a button that says products at the top. Whether you're on your phone or your computer, you'll go to, so you might just want to write this down if you're not like looking at it right now. Okay, just write this down so you have it, so you know, and then you can kind of mess with it. But you go to products, and then you go to add products. This screen is going to come up with all of our products. It's almost going to look like you're shopping in your back office for products. And that's basically exactly what you're doing, only you're adding products to a cart based on what your customer needs. And then you're going to go in and you're going to share this cart with a friend. Okay. So really quickly, just simple as I can explain it, you're going to add a couple things to the cart. Let's say you're going to add sleep jellies, and then they want CBDA. Okay, let's just say those two things. But they also want, so you're going to go to the cart. You're going to go to the cart, and you're going to see those two things. Now, maybe that's all they wanted. Okay, at that point, you're going to share a cart with a friend. That's going to copy that link to like a clipboard, and then you're just going to go into your message, paste it to them. There's the cart. It's ready made. It's linked to you. It has sleep jellies and CBDA. Now, let's say that you didn't want to stop there and you actually wanted to add balance and restore. Now, balance and restore bundle is one of our most popular ways to get people started, because it's such a good deal for the first time client. It's only $99 for the two products. Maybe you know this because maybe you bought as a customer before you joined us. But regardless, when you add balance and restore, you always want to add it at the end. Okay. Everything else you add at first when it's like add to cart. But with balance and restore, you want to wait till you get to the actual cart, because you're going to see when you scroll down that there's a little customize you can customize the balance and restore at the bottom, and you're going to be able to pick, because you get to pick 2 products. You're going to be able to pick. Okay. At that point, if you're adding that to the sleep jellies and the CBDA, pick the 2 that you want in the balance and restore, and then it'll say like yes or okay or whatever, and it will save that. And then you're going to share cart with friend. Okay. Share. It's like share balance and restore cart with friend or something. Okay. It's going to say that at the bottom. And that cart now has balance and restore in it for $99 and the sleep jellies and the CBDA. Now, I really quickly want to say, if you would have added balance and restore bundle, because you're going to see it in that first, like you're going to see it when you went to add sleep jellies and CBDA, you're going to see it there. The reason you don't add it at that point to the cart like you think you would is because it's not going to come up for 99. It's going to actually give it, it's going to not, the price isn't going to be right. Okay. So just trust me on that. The price won't be right. So in order to give them that $99 price, you want to do it after you go to the cart. So add everything else before balance and restore, and then you can add that at the end. Hopefully that makes sense. I know it seems like confusing. It's really not, but it's a little hard to kind of just explain if we don't have it like laid out. And okay, so the next thing we want to talk about is, what is a PC? So a PC is basically just a preferred client. This is a client that is gonna get an auto ship. Okay, they're gonna get an auto ship, which is the best way, really, honestly. They get 20% off as a PC client. And you're already setting them up for success for the future months. You know, I know that so many people don't like to be on auto ship. Don't let that worry you or make you think that people are going to detour away from ordering that way. They actually, surprisingly, I think it makes it convenient. So don't, like, if you have a problem with auto ship in your head, don't project that on them, because it's really actually awesome. And we know that in order for these products to work, we do want to take them continuously, and we want them to experience the effects. So that's the preferred client. They can order as a one-time like retail client too, but they're going to pay full price. So even if that person is anti auto ship, never want a shipment going out, I always tell them, you literally can order it as a PC. And if it's just going to bother you and you can't sleep tonight, then you can actually cancel it like while you're in your account. Okay. But then you get the PC credit as a new PC, which helps you get to your benchmark, which I think Annie's going to talk about with like the bonuses. So it's just a good thing all the way around. So we always encourage that. But of course, they have the option to order as a retail client. Okay. The next thing is, all your personal orders need to go under a PC account. So you could order from your back office, like I just talked about, where I was telling you how to set up a cart. You could literally order that way, but you don't get the commission. So it doesn't really make sense. So I recommend, and we all recommend, to set your husband or spouse or another email address up as a PC client. So you're basically just ordering all of your stuff under this account so that you can earn commission. Plus, if you're new, which you probably are because you're on this call, you get that counts as one of those benchmarks for your initial purchases. So it's all, and if you didn't get something with your kit that you're really wanting, this is a perfect time to go in as a PC under yourself and order just like you were a client ordering with your link, only you're going to use a different email. So the next thing is we're going to strive for 5 PCs and 2 advocates a month. This is called 5 and 2. And this is just such a good thing to, sorry, I had someone else coming in. This is such a great thing to kind of just look at your business as a way to grow. Like if we're looking at our business as, we want to keep our business growing and we want to continue to bring new people in. If we just look at it as like, we want to bring in 5 PCs this month and 2 advocates, that's a really great, consistent way to create stability and foundation in your business. So, and that might seem like, oh my gosh, I don't know, but that's 7 people. Okay. 7 people. I know you all know 5 people that would love these products and would benefit because they have issues with sleep, pain, anxiety, inflammation, whatever you want to call it, right? There's so many things they could benefit. And then 2 people that would want to be a part of this. And you know, your upline can help you too, to kind of talk to them. But that's such a great way. And they always, Green Compass always recognizes the 5 and 2 achievers of the month. So it's kind of just like a great benchmark for you to shoot for your business each month. and that also gives you the bonus, $50 bonus, 5 PCs in the first 30. And then you can actually do that as many times as you want in the first month of your business. So if you have 5 clients, you get 5 new clients, that's $50. If you get 5 more, that's 50 more on top of the commission that you're earning for the clients that are ordering. You know what I'm saying? So it's really awesome that you can have that on top of that in your first 30 days. And then your first rank is team leader. That's 2 advocates underneath you. And you can see in this diagram, it shows that this is how you hit team leader. So there's you, and then you have the 2 people under you that have at least 150 in volume, which are kits. All 3 of the product kits, they're all above the 150. So any kit that anyone enrolls with from the 179 and above, they're going to be active. So it's really really an awesome goal. To team leader is basically, it's just the start of everything. It's like you get to basically start growing your team. You get to show yourself that, like, okay, I hit team leader. That's literally like what we all do every single month. Like I want to hit team leader every month. And it's not really hitting team leader, but it's just the idea that I'm going to bring 2 people in every month, kind of like we talked about with the 5 and 2. So I'm going to turn it over to Annie and let her lead you guys through the rest of this.
All right, guys. So we are going to dig into the rank bonuses. And this part is so exciting because if you are here to build a business and build a team, Green Compass is so generous with their rank bonuses. So in the first 4 months that you enroll with Green Compass, it starts on day 1, you can get double rank bonuses. So say it takes you till month 5, you're going to still get a bonus. You're going to get those bonuses that are X'd out on that left-hand side. But on the right-hand side, that's the double bonus. So if you hit the ground running, you have the opportunity, seriously, to lock in all of those in the first 4 months, which is $6,500. So I don't know about you guys, but that is a huge amount of money you can bring in for your family. And if you're thinking you don't know if you can do it, trust me, so many of us here have done it or pulled in several of those bonuses within the first 4 months. So that is actually, I think that's in the boards too. So you guys can pay attention to that because it's important to know, and it's important to share with your new advocates as they come on board too. So they're aware day 1, what bonuses and money's out there for them. The next thing is you want to commit to daily activity and messy action. Like Tabitha said earlier, we have so many resources for our team. It's crazy and it's amazing, but you can definitely get lost in the learning and not the doing. And this business is all about taking action every day. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to know how to do everything. You just have to get started, and you have to show up and do the unsexy behaviors that it takes to grow a business. The beautiful thing about Green Compass is the timing right now for hemp is just, and mushrooms, honestly, there's just so much opportunity to grow. Most people haven't heard of our company. It's still brand new. If you start talking to people, they don't even know we exist yet. There is so much opportunity for you to build whatever kind of income you want, but that starts with the daily activity. Everybody that's here, even the leaders that are here, will tell you, we started with no network. We started with no knowledge of how to build on social media. We started with no knowledge of how to lead a team, but we just started showing up and doing the work, hopping on calls, being teachable, and it has paid off and pays off so much more quickly than a brick and mortar business would. So daily activity is key. Also committing to daily personal development. And I'll admit, like when I got started in network marketing 12 years ago, I was like, why do I need personal development? Like, I'm fine. Personal development is key. It rewires your brain from thinking things that aren't possible are possible. It helps you get through those blocks. And in today's world, there's so many different options of professional personal development out there. Some great ones to start with is the Slight Edge, GoPro. There's another one, and now I can't think of it off the top of my head. But those 2 would be great, just starting with network marketing of consistency and those habits, and then how to be a professional network marketer, which I know many of you are like, I don't know if I want to be that, but That's why you're here. Okay. The other thing, commit to sharing on social media. And I know this is really uncomfortable if it's not something you've been doing, but it's something you can learn and it's something that you can grow your skills in. And in today's world, nobody wants the picture perfect Instagram page anymore with the curated photos. They want real, they want vulnerable, they want the messy, they want someone they can relate to. And that's all of you. So commit to daily sharing stories, sharing a post or a reel or a carousel. And I would say my personal thought is pick one social media that you're comfortable with and run with it. You don't have to be on every social media channel out there. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, but honestly, for me, Facebook is still where I get most of my customers. So figure out where you're most comfortable and work on growing that before you add more in. Um, and lastly, share your business goals with your sponsor. So your sponsor is here to help you and guide you. And even if they're new, share it with your upline because there are so many people here invested in helping you grow and helping you get to your next goal that we want to hear from you. We want to partner with you and we want to make it easier for you to achieve those goals. Okay, you can go to my next slide, Tabitha. Okay, conversation tips. We actually have in the Rise Nation team page, I posted it recently, a whole thread of conversation tips, scripts. There's a great video that Lindsay made about conversations. Lindsay is like the queen of conversations. So it is worth watching if you don't know how to talk to people. But the key thing is don't overthink it. Ask a lot of questions. Like people don't want you to just immediately send them a link when they reach out to you. Ask them questions. What are you trying to target? What are you struggling with? Why aren't you sleeping? Ask questions so you can get to the root of what's going on to make a recommendation. Pretend like you're talking to your best friend. Conversations that we have in network marketing aren't like what we have in a professional space. We are trying to help them solve a problem, but we're also trying to build a relationship with them. So you want to talk to them and care about them and genuinely get to know them to help them heal and get to a place where they just feel better. Um, Things that we recommend, you can always screenshot the conversation, send it to your sponsor for help, or you can always reach out to your sponsor or any of us on the upline and say, hey, can you pop in this conversation and help me? Any of us would be more than happy to be in a three-way chat to help you, answer questions. And I think that's the beauty of this business is you get to learn from people that have been doing it longer. We can jump in that conversation with you and say what we would say to that person, and you learn from actually seeing and doing versus us just telling. So that's another great idea. And remember, you don't have to be the expert. We have amazing third-party tools. I love to send out, it depends on the person, but I love to send out the TED Talk about the endocannabinoid system. If you haven't watched it yet, it will blow your mind. Like the first time I watched it, I was like, why is nobody talking about this? And we have that really good functional mushroom video. I send it a lot. And then if I have somebody that's really wanting a deeper dive of information about the jellies or the collagen, or maybe it's a professional and it's a teacher and they're thinking about being an advocate or a medical professional, we have calls for different professions too. So we have all these third-party resources that you can send out so you don't have to be the one educating and teaching. You can say, let me send you this, and they can watch it, and then you can check back in and say, what did you like about that? Tell me what stood out to you most. And then check the boards folder for scripts. There are a ton of scripts in the boards, but honestly, I really like the scripts in the Rise Nation team page too. Okay, and your to-do list to get started. First, create your list. And your list is just a brain dump of everybody you can think of. And I know you're probably thinking, I don't know that many people. I was the same way when I got started. I am an introvert. I have built my whole business mostly online. The average adult knows 2,000 people. So once you get thinking and you start writing, you think of your hairstylist, you think of people you went to high school with, you think of your spouse's friends, and it just, you can go down a rabbit hole of all these different people and connections. And you just want to brain dump that list. And then from that list, you want to start highlighting or starring the ones that you think might be interested in the products or might be interested in the business. And that's how you work your list and start inviting. You also want to schedule your work blocks. The beauty of Green Compass is it doesn't take you a tremendous amount of time to work this business every day. Like, listen, I've got 4 kids. I have 2 with special needs. I have a full-time remote job. I have a part-time job doing social media, and I'm doing this business, and this business is growing just leaps and bounds from the time I'm putting into it. So an hour a day gets you a lot accomplished in this business. It's just a matter of being consistent at it. And when you show up, doing the activities that are going to move the needle forward. Okay. So we do have a really simple, this one looks a little bit different than the one in the boards app, I think. But in your boards app, there is a daily activity tracker. It's going to break down the daily activities, like what should you do every day to move your business forward. Most of them are very similar. It's going to be putting up some stories, putting up a social media post or reel or carousel, whatever you want it to be, starting some conversations with people, sending some invites, following up with people that you've already invited. The follow-up is key because that's where you get most of your sales. And then let's see, what's that say? Like content, planning, client check-ins, personal development, hopping on team calls. But basically, if you're sitting down every day and you're starting new conversations, sending invites, sending follow-ups, and making social media content, it's going to change your whole world. My goal when I got started forever ago was 3 of those every single day. It built me a 6-figure, then a $1 million business. And now here it's growing me a huge business again. It doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't take a lot of people. You don't have to go out and talk to 50 people a day and send messages that make you feel really uncomfortable. You can do it in a short time block every day. Next thing, plan 2 events in person or online. And I know for some of you, this is going to make your skin crawl too. I was very nervous. Tabitha can attest. When I got started here, I was like, oh, an in-person event. Like, I don't know. But we've had 3 in-person events. We had Tabitha came once and we had no one come. So that happens to us too. So don't worry. It's fine. But we've had 2 events that have been huge successes where we've had at least 5 customer orders at each event. And it's been a really great way for my new advocates that are local to launch too, that we can meet with them and help them launch. But in person, and with what we have to offer and the sampling, it just goes really, really well. We also have an online CBD 101 group that includes the functional mushrooms. I think we're actually doing one this week on the Thursday, the 11th.
The CBD 101, it's
Yeah.
the 17th.
Oh,
Next, okay, next Tuesday, Lindsay and I are doing that at 7:30.
well, I don't know where I got the 11th on Thursday. I don't even know if Thursday is the 11th, but disregard. So the CBD 101 is a great one, but you guys can run that at any point too. They're super simple. It's just like a post every 5 minutes for an hour, just sharing information. I'm trying to like rush you guys through this so you can get on with your day. And then social media, there's a 10-day posting plan and boards for social media. But you can also, like one of the girls on the team today went to Chat GPT and was like, I want to build a content calendar. Here is what my niche is. And here's what I'm promoting. Like, build me a 30-day calendar and be descriptive. Like, we have so many tools today to make your life easier. Use them. And then read, oh, this is the book I was trying to think of earlier when I said The Slight Edge and GoPro, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. That's another fantastic one to get started with. Okay, so we're at the end. What is our goal for you? So we've talked about business goals that, you want to do the 5 and 2. You want to work for those rank bonuses, the clean start bonuses, but really our goal for you, where we want to leave you tonight, is stay plugged in and stay engaged, because there is so much to learn and there are so many resources and our product catalog is huge. But like, don't get overwhelmed by that. Instead, stay plugged in, ask questions, stay in the team threads, like read what people are saying, read what questions people are asking, ask questions yourself, reach out to the sponsors. You will find here it is so different, and we are all so invested in helping you win that if you show up and you want it, we will support you. We will partner with you every step of the way to help you get there. So that is our goal for you, just to stay in communication with your sponsor, with the upline, with the team, so you actually feel a part of this community. And you know, it's just, I was in a different space for 12 years, and this has just been the biggest breath of fresh air and has brought so much joy back into my life. And I know you'll find that here too. So Tabitha, is there anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's good. I just think that so often we just get hung up, and I've been there where you just get hung up. You're like, there's so many things you could do, and there's so many resources you could use, but like, what one do I use, or what step do I take? And so we sometimes just stay frozen. But I just like encourage you to just do the one thing. And talk to your upline and ask a million questions. I still ask questions to mine, and I'm still learning over here. And when I came into this, I knew nothing. I took CBD, but I knew nothing about it. I knew nothing. And so you need to know nothing. All you need to know is just, okay, what's the first step? And that's all we do every single day, is like, I always think about it like chipping away. I'm just chipping away at the things that I could do, and showing up and plugging in and learning and growing and being really excited about it, because there's so much to be excited. And you're going to prove to yourself when you do these things, A, it's going to build your confidence and it's going to feel good, but B, you're going to prove that like you can do this, and that like you can learn and grow, and you know, you're just right where you're supposed to be. And then this little kind of statistic, we'll leave you with this, but 80% of success is found in simply just showing up. If you don't take action now, where will your life be in 2 years, 5 years? And I remember someone telling me years ago, you know, and I don't know if this resonates with you, but it always did with me. The time's going to pass anyways. So what are you going to do with it? And how cool can it be, will it be for you to have something that you plugged into for, you know, day after day? Or not that we all plug in every single day, but you know, a couple years down the road, what will that look like for your life and for your future and for your future, you know, family and all the things. So please let us know if you need anything, if you have any questions. This is just a very, we try to get through this as quick as we can. And hopefully you really feel inspired and excited to just take the first step. So have a good night, you guys. Thank you all.